After the new year, Happy New Year, first of all.
And Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. And what a perfect time of year. I read a study recently, last week, as a matter of fact, that the workplace is changing, less quality of time, less lunch breaks, so many different changes in the landscape of your career. So with that in mind, and your 100 Truths to help us jumpstart our career, what are some of those rules? I know they're broken down into very easy little chapters. So tell us about one that you want to talk about. Like, say, for example, luck is for wimps.
Luck is for wimps. If you're in a situation in which you feel demoralized or micromanaged, the single best thing that you can do is to proactively take control of your own career instead of sitting back and waiting for luck to get on your side.
You have to create your own opportunity.
You got to roll up your sleeves, get your fingernails dirty, and make your own luck.
Also, you say your job is not your career. Can you clarify that for us and tell us what that's all about?
The two of them used to mean the same thing, but today your job is your current work situation, but your career is the long-term career path. So you can be fired from your job, but you can never be fired from your career.
So look at the big picture of the entire
Exactly.
time.
Look at the long-term journey. Wounds heal, scars fade, glory is forever is about approaching every task that you make with the idea that you've got to get a little unreasonable sometimes. You can't stay in the safety zone. You've got to get outside of your comfort zone in order to be able to create exceptional results.
It's okay to scrape your knees now and then.
Scrape your knees and worse.
But what if you actually fall and you fail and you lose? And what any particular time in your career that may time out better for you? Maybe early on.
You will fail at certain times in your career. In fact, if you don't fail, you're probably not taking big enough risks. The trick is to be able to fail successfully so that when you do fail, that you learn from it and you can use that to catapult you to the next level. Your job is your responsibility. You've got to be able to take charge and proactively decide where you're going to go, what are the steps you're going to take to get there, what are the skills that you're going to acquire, and the experiences that you're going to earn, and the network that you're going to develop. It's in your control, but you have to be the one to make it happen.
And you say, think like an entrepreneur in this regard.
It used to be, even 10 years ago, that all you had to do was look at the company staffing chart, and you would see where the next step on the ladder was, and you were a good soldier and put your head down and and just march along. And today you can't do it. Today you've got to get radical and be an entrepreneur and be in charge of your own career.
How do you turn that then into a new career or a revamped new life into the career you have maybe at your current employer or at a new place?
That's a great question, and so many people are thinking about that right now. They think, I'm not really happy in what I'm doing, but I don't hate it so much that I have to leave immediately. The first thing to do is make sure, is this something you're genuinely passionate about? If you've always wanted to go into writing, how can you research it and find out about it and do your homework and figure out, is this a passing fancy or is this really following your passion? Second of all, make sure that you do as much research as you can to get smart, to figure out how does this industry work. Think about it as launching a new company and you're the client. The three factors that are the most important ways today to prove that you are worth more money. First is the results. What have you generated in the past? What's the bottom line? What do you bring to the party? The second thing is your reputation. What do people know to be true about you? And third, your network. What's your support system like? Who wants to mentor you to your next position?
Okay, so it is good to go out to the occasional lunch and, you know, learn to play golf with the guys and stuff like that to kind of network and build that up.
Or play golf with the girls.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, this one I really like because it makes me think of the Vanna White syndrome. You know how Vanna White aspire to be the, I'm not saying, wait, let me clarify. I'm not saying Vanna White is dumb, but it says aspire to be the dumbest person in the room. Let me clarify that. But what I mean is she doesn't say a whole lot, and sometimes that is better because people can't get upset with you if you keep your mouth shut.
Exactly. May I buy a vowel?
Right. That's what I was trying to say. Why don't I let you clarify it since I like really messed that up? Okay, go ahead.
All of us want to be the smartest person in the room. Many people we've spent our whole careers trying to be the smartest. The problem is that if you're the smartest person in the room, you're not surrounding yourself with people who can support you and challenge you and push you to go to the next level. So instead of playing on the A team, you end up playing on the C team.
And that is so true. They say some of the best bosses are the ones who surround themselves with people who know more than them because they can get the job done. Final thoughts for people who are going to pick this book up. What should they really try to do to jumpstart their career and something they can do today?
Great. I call it the momentum formula, and it's something that people can start immediately, and it's 100% within their control.
100 truths to jumpstart your career, your job, and your life. She joins us live now in the studio tonight. Sally Hogshead, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Tucker. Thanks for having me.
So, if people took your advice, there would not be a single employee at the DMV. you know what I mean? If everybody who worked in an uninspiring workplace quit, there'd be a lot of unemployed people.
Yeah, it's so true. And thank God for those people who are willing to slog through on an uninspiring job so that we all have driver's licenses. Very true.
Good point. But it's a pretty radical move to do it. Should you have something lined up before you do it?
I believe that the most important thing you can do as soon as you start a job is to start thinking about what's my next move. You can't plot the chess game when you're ready to quit, because by that time it's too late. You needed to start work on your personal brand, your reputation, your contacts, the results that you can generate. These are the things that you need to be doing along the way. You can't wait until you're miserable on your job to suddenly start thinking about that.
Well, it's kind of reckless, isn't it? I mean, if you just kind of split with, I mean, what if you've got a family to support? I mean,
and I have a family to support.
Yes.
I'm the sole breadwinner of my family. My husband's a stay-at-home dad, and I've twice made a radical career move. One time I took a 50% pay cut. And it was pretty harsh, I have to say. But by strategically plotting why you're going to move into the job that you are, you can gather what I call portable equity, which is all the forms of capital, like skills and experiences and contacts, all the things that you need to propel you forward into your next job. And that's the best form of job security that you can have.
What is having these skills?
Exactly. Having that bank account, having a career bank account with the contacts and the experiences, those lines on your resume that you can put in bold that can stand out to demonstrate the value that you can bring to any given job.